Hello, all. Welcome back to One Pitch Catch. Speaking after day one of the Afghanistan versus India Test match, which is happening in Ahmedabad, right? Because that would have been the logical place for everybody to convene. There's like, I think, five or six people are there playing this Test match.
It's
Seven, six, yeah. So Prasid, Shubman, Siraj, Washington, who else?
Sai Sudarshan,
Sai Sudarshan.
Manav Sutar.
Ah, and possibly maybe Rashid Khan may have been the other one in case he was playing. So
Yes.
why are they not playing in Ahmedabad?
So that is why they are playing six people from GT. Since it's not in Ahmedabad, they are playing six people.
Yeah,
I
it's
am
just
also,
that.
I mean, whenever I watch that match, no, I tended to feeling, why is the pavilion and everything looking different? Because I am in my mind, I'm thinking it's happening in Ahmedabad. Especially bad seeing Gill for a long
Because the
time,
number of players. Yeah,
Sai Sudarshan and Gill bat for a long time. Whenever I see the audience, the
correct.
pavilion, I felt, why is it looking different this time? Because my mind always was thinking it's happening in Ahmedabad. But maybe it is I thought any one-off game in India will happen only in Ahmedabad. But
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it has to be. But speaking of Sai Sudarshan and Gill batting for a long time, so both of them did bat for a reasonably long period of time. But so Sai Sudarshan keeps getting these opportunities, and it kind of seems to me that he scores these. I mean, he's not got a test 100 yet, but he's scoring these 60s and 80s every once in a while. So obviously not consistent enough. That's something that you can probably pardon in T20s, but in tests you want consistency. And he seems like he's scoring them against weaker teams and in flatter conditions. So I still kind of question why he keeps getting these chances. There must be a reason.
no, I really feel, see, especially in, like you said, tests, it's not T20s. And also, number three in tests, consistency is is the most important thing. Okay. The number threes that we've had over the past years, let's not even go into those names. Like, I mean, Pujara was dropped because he was not consistent at number three.
Correct, yeah.
I mean, though, of
But
course, he was.
the thing with Sudarshan is he is consistent. He's consistently scoring 20s and 40s. So
So,
it's
no,
okay, that
But
sense, right?
but
So
actually,
some
I mean, I don't agree with Gambhir's point of saying that they're backing him for given a long rope and he has to get a fair chance and all those things, Jaga. Because he scored an 87 and 39 versus West Indies in the second test, which
okay.
West Indies followed on, and then we had to score a small score in the fourth
Correct,
innings, which
correct.
we won. After that, the very next match, the first test against South Africa, he was dropped. Okay, and then even
Oh, okay, okay.
in the second game, he played. Probably he may not have played in the second game also if Gill had not been injured. Gill got injured in the first test versus South
Okay,
Africa,
yeah. He
and Gill
injured his
didn't
neck
play.
or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
and Gill didn't play the second test, so he played. Probably he may not have played the second test also. So this is after scoring in 87 and 39. So I do not agree this to
Yeah.
this. I mean, these are all just media statements that I feel Gambhir is giving about having to give him a long
I mean,
rope, long side.
he's got to justify this. I mean, to me, it's like you give somebody enough chances, eventually they will score something. We saw that. I mean, we've seen that resurrection in Virat Kohli's career over the last 2, 3 years in T20s, right? So for 15 something years, he was playing like the 40% of a ODI. Now, his last 2 years, so enough with enough experience, and enough opportunities to do. I mean, there's a famous thing called the infinite monkey theorem, which is basically you give a monkey long enough time and typewriter, and you give them an infinite amount of time, eventually that monkey will type out something that looks like a sentence. So that's basically what's happening here, right? So giving people a long rope is fine, but it's not like you have a shortage of replacements as well. So that's the problem here, and he's just not taking advantage of the several opportunities he's getting. I just how long is a long rope? I just don't get that right now.
True, Jaga, like you said, no, the 350 plus scores that he has got is one was in Manchester when it was a very high scoring game when England scored 600 plus and
Yeah,
India went back and scored 400 plus in the third innings.
correct.
And I
Second
mean,
inning, third
in
innings, yeah.
in the third innings of the game, where I mean, he was actually a first ball duck, Sai Sudarshan, in
Yeah.
that third innings. First innings, he got a 61, and his 87 was against West Indies on a flatter wicket, weaker opposition, and today 81 weaker opposition, obviously.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
otherwise, he does not have the scores to chest thump and say that we have found our new number three. So this is something a lot of people don't get this much rope, Jaga. Like you say, we don't know how
Absolutely,
long
yeah.
is the long rope. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And the other person that obviously got good score today was KL Rahul, exactly 100. What is it
Three
with him and getting out in a
last
like
300s
six
have
and
been
out?
exactly 100. Last 300s against England, against West Indies, and now against Afghanistan. I was surprised. I thought I vaguely remembered him going and scoring 100, just exactly 100 recently, and I went back and checked. All his last 300s have been exactly hundreds and getting out immediately. Very disappointing. I mean, he would be more disappointing than anybody else, I feel. But I think. Like his coach currently, coach at one point of time, Gambhir was scoring a lot of 50s and 60s in Test cricket. If you
Okay.
remember, he was not getting hundreds at all. He was scoring 50, 60, 50, 60. And then he put his mind, whatever, he corrected in his batting and he got those hundreds and he even got a 200, if I remember correctly. So I think he has to talk to his coach and convert those hundreds into 120s, 130s, and even beyond.
Which
So this,
Shubman has been doing. Which Shubman has been doing, right?
oh,
He's
that
having
is
a massive career as
captain.
a batsman when he's captain. So
Yes,
that's a
exactly. I mean, the numbers are he had 5 Test hundreds when he was not captain from 32 tests, Jaga. Now, after being captain, this is his ninth Test and sixth
yeah.
hundred. Insane.
Adila, one innings he didn't play. Oh, he played only one ball. I don't know if that counts. That South Africa one,
Yeah, yeah. He played
which
two
where he
balls.
rigged his neck.
He played two
Yeah, two
balls, I
balls. So
think.
you probably should minus that also. That in this case, it's 608 tests or something like that.
Yeah, it's true. That is insane. Even 6 and 9 looks very insane. And
Right.
I mean, compared, he had only just 5 out of 32. So
Correct. Yeah.
this is his as
Clearly
captain
something different.
is really doing something great. But talking of captains, did you see today's announcement on India's T20 captain?
Yes, Shreyas Iyer is now India's new T20 captain, replacing Surya Kumar Yadav, who had won the World Cup as captain. So it's interesting how you can basically be left out from the squad altogether, even though you basically helped the team win. But I think that's just an indication of the choices available, right? There's with the last couple of IPLs, it was very difficult to leave Shreyas out. And he's also made a good comeback. He offers the batting, he offers the captaincy. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, and it kind of seems similar to, like, basically is this like the Ajit Agarkar selection committee formula. The World Cup win Mantaya Seripa, okay, sorry, you're not going to you're not going to be finding a place in the next time, or a captain also.
Rohit won the Champions Trophy
Yeah,
and he lost his cap. I mean, though he didn't lose his place in the team,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Sky has gone to the next level of. I mean, I think Sky also. I mean, not finding a place in the team is not wrong. I think he was not been scoring runs.
There's so many
Even
choices.
so, and also even
I
in the
mean,
World Cup, the only game that he saved India scored runs was against the first game against USA.
yeah,
Otherwise, he didn't score runs. If this IPL had been good for him, no, I think he would have
correct.
probably remained in the squad, but not as captain. But again, that also didn't turn out the way that he would have wanted. So, but again, the big news is the most expected one was Vaibhav also finding a place in
Yeah,
the
he's there
in
in
the
the Ireland
squad.
squad. Yeah, it'll be interesting
Ireland.
to see how he very bats though. I mean, you have Abhishek and Sanju opening. Will he play at least one game? I don't know. I think they'll play him in one of the games for sure.
I am very surprised because see, Sanju can't move to number three because number three is stuck with Ishan. Ishan is doing very well at number three. So there is, I think, like you said,
Yeah,
there's too much of options. So that's why Sky also couldn't find a place. But I'm
possibly.
really,
Yeah.
I'm very interesting to see where who Vaibhav is going to replace, whether it's going to be Sanju
Yeah.
or Abhishek. So that is a very
I think
interesting
they'll
thing
probably. I
to.
mean, I don't see Ireland posing a challenge, so I think they'll probably bring in Vaibhav for that last match of the series when the series is already wrapped up or something like that,
I
and
think they
then he
have
can
only.
replace
I
either
I, I think they have only two
three-match series,
T20s.
right?
Three, yeah. I
Two
thought
or
it
three.
was
Yeah. Okay.
two or
Yeah.
three. I don't know. Okay, okay. Maybe. I mean, you are assuming that we would have wrapped up the series in the first two
No,
games. Jagan.
yeah.
T20 is
I
a
don't see
fickle
this as
game.
being a big deal.
I mean, we do. I know. This is, and also we are not sending a very second string team or third
Yeah,
string team.
yeah,
Here it's a good
exactly. Yeah.
team that we are going. So we should
I
do it.
mean, it kind of gives you an indicator of how strong the depth is, at least batting wise. Yashasvi Jaiswal is not there in the Swan, yeah, Rajat Patidar does not find himself in the scheme of things. Obviously, Sky is not there. But with Yashasvi, it's interesting. So he's been brought in for the ODIs after Virat Kohli pulled up injured in the IPL final. So Yashasvi is a opener. Virat is probably what? He bats three? Yeah, I think he bats three in ODIs. Is that's just the thing? Like, okay, instead of a number three, we brought in an opener. That's the only thing why do they do that?
I think somebody else would have been given a chance, would have been better to get the chance when Virat is injured. Especially, see, Virat, I mean, we don't know whether Virat is there in the 2027 World Cup plans or not. If it's going to be, how his injury is going to be, how Rohit Sharma's injury body is going to be for 2027 World Cup. So, if Rohit had been injured and they're bringing in a replacement, yes, Yashasvi would have been a better
Right.
option because he got 100 in the last time in the ODI versus South Africa. In the middle order, when Virat is injured, I feel
Yeah.
somebody else, Ruturaj got 100 batting in the middle order. And also, even Sanju is an option for batting at number
Correct.
three or
Correct.
four. I mean, of course, there are a lot of other options like Rajat Patidar, Devdutt Padikkal,
Yeah.
and you have all these options. I mean, even Shreyas Iyer. I mean, Shreyas Iyer is there in the ODI team, I think.
Yeah, he
So
can come in at three, but I think maybe Shubman will go to three and Yashasvi and Rohit may open. That possibility is there, right?
that possibility. Okay. Then you again see when Virat comes back, Gill has to go back to opening. So that is
Yeah, yeah.
you are not the balance. You are
Messing
disturbing
it
the
up a bit.
balance. You're disturbing the balance. I
Yeah,
feel a middle order, a solid number three or four batter selected in place of Virat Kohli as a replacement would have been better than Yashasvi Jaiswal.
yeah,
Yes, Yashasvi Jaiswal has been in the thick of things. He's very close to T20 also. I think he's just missing out because of this
right,
Abhishek and Vaibhav Suryavanshi kind of
right.
players. He's a shoe in the test side, but I think in the ODIs we could have given a chance to somebody else. But
Yeah.
that's what it is. And for the Asian
Maybe.
Games, the squad is a full strength squad. Last time they sent a very
Oh,
small team
yeah, yeah,
with
correct.
Ruturaj as captain, and they won it
Right.
with Prab Simran and a lot of people going in there. Shivam Mavi was part of that team, if I remember correctly. Yashasvi Jaiswal
Okay.
was there. This time it's the Asian Games. They've taken more seriously because we are the defending champions there.
Yeah, yeah, must be. Anyway, so there's other cricket happening right now. Is New Zealand have to now score another 200 runs almost to win against England. They are 55 for 5. I think they can pretty much say goodbye to this test match. It's a test match of a lot and lots of errors. So many dropped catches, so many times the batsman is leaving the ball outside off stump, well left stumpy எகிறுது.
அதுக்கு பேர் வெல் லெஃப்டே கிடையாது.
அது வெல் லெஃப்ட் இல்ல வெல் லெஃப்ட்னு நினைக்கிறாங்க ஆனா அது வந்து நாட் வெல் லெஃப்ட் யா பட் ஐ மீன் இட்ஸ் லைக் ஐ திங்க் இட்ஸ் day 3 and the test match is almost over. This
Yeah,
today's play has been interrupted by rain multiple times. So actually the match would have been over like maybe an hour ago or something like that. So
exactly. So which
so
means
that
seven
basically
sessions.
40 wickets. No, wow, 40 wickets in two something days.
7 sessions, 40 wickets in 7 sessions. I mean,
Yeah.
even in the first day, there was a lot of rain.
Yeah, yeah, correct, correct. Yeah,
Even
yeah.
the so effectively 6 to 7 sessions, the test match is over. I mean,
Yeah.
if this test match had been happening in the subcontinent, a lot of these English people would have claimed
Oh,
that
yeah,
this
yeah.
is an unfit wicket to,
Definitely.
for
Yeah.
Test cricket and all. But now also I heard Michael Vaughan and Nazir Hussain commenting about the pitch this time. But still, the tone is very different, Jaga, when they comment about such a test in England or Australia.
ஒரு பேலன்ஸ்டா சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல.
But
It
when
should
it
be
happens in
even.
India,
I'm like, I don't want it to be even. I am sick and tired of seeing sixes for the last 2 months. It looks awesome to see batsmen தடவிண்டு well left turn விட்டு ball குச்சி எகிறது, massive swing getting dismissed. No issues at all. I am
I am
loving
very
how.
happy watching that test match. The way the batsmen are struggling, they are made to really struggle to score a run. Also, I also enjoy it. But the way these English commentators make out similar tests in across
Yeah.
different continents has to be the same
This is
yardstick has to be
England's
used. I feel.
plan, right? They do it all the time. First test of the summer, it'll be in June, early June, completely great bowling conditions. எந்த டீம் மாட்டுறாங்களோ பாவம். That's what basically happens every single year for so many years. It's New Zealand's turn because they're not as big a draw as some of the other teams. So they get the first half of the summer. You'll never see India or South Africa or Australia being in the first half of the summer. It'll invariably be in the second half of the summer.
Okay.
Anyway, good. So that about wraps it up. I think by the time we come back, maybe the Women's World Cup would have started. I think it starts next Friday. We'll try
Okay.
and see if we can do one before that. But yeah, there's a lot of cricket that started, non T20 cricket that started. So it'll be good to catch up. Please do keep watching, following, leave us your comments. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you.